Yeah, but it took long enough to...
From the borough of Queens, we're at the home of the Mets. City coming up next. Carter on the mound. What's your take on it, Dan?
Hey, this guy's pitched well this last one, getting through 7 innings in his last start. We'll see if he can turn in another quality start and pick up the win in this one also.
Now at the plate, here's the pitch. First and 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike one. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a nice one. First game of a home
With that, the batting order for the visiting Arizona Diamondbacks. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matty, I've been very impressed with Asdrubal Cabrera. His batting average is on the rise right now. And if you look at his last 10 games, you know why. He's hitting over 350 in that span. So he's found his groove. He's hitting just about everything right now.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. One out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Waiting at it is Almora. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Now at the plate, Luis Gonzalez. The ball bounces to the left side. Throw under Hernandez for a put out, and the inning is over. Max down in order, and now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Madison Bumgarner, a lefty from North Carolina, gets the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher, man, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I know they dropped the first 3 games of this road trip, but you got to find a way to shower it off. I always said that when I left the field, after I took that shower after the game, it's got to go down the drain. That game has got to go away. They find themselves in a new series right now with a chance to redeem themselves.
Here it comes. Alfred Almora is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. The guy with massive power, let it eat.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Pulls the string on him, strike 3 swinging. Kelly.
That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Here's the first pitch to him. Slow roller out to short. Gonna be a tough play. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. And ending in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. Now to the plate, Steve Finley. He comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. And this will be fouled away. Wind up and the 0-1. And another foul ball.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
What pitch recognition right there. 90% of the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And can we please focus on Francisco Lindor, one of my favorite players in the game? Let's check a few boxes. Charisma, check. Switch hitter, check. Cannon for an arm, check. Hit for power, check. Enough said.
And there are 2 away now. So the bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Eduardo Escobar. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Slider freezes him at the plate. A called 3rd strike, and the inning comes to a close. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd, no score. Bottom of the inning now, and next to hit is the catcher, Joe Torre.
The catcher.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Tried to golf at it, but he missed strike 1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Torre has a track record of power hitting at the major league level. Over 250 career home runs. 1-1 to count. Hot shot down the line. And this gets on him quickly here and deflects off him. Throw just in time as he was flying down the line that time. No surprise based on how close that play was. They're looking at the replay to see if they want to challenge the out call. And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will take a look at all the available angles and get us an answer.
All right, one last look at it here. The question is there enough evidence to change the call to safe? I think he did need to throw. This challenge just might work for them.
The decision appears to have been made, and the runner is safe, so the call is overturned. Good challenge there, and they'll maintain the right to do so again later in the game if needed.
The call of out at first base has been overturned at the battle unit 6.
At the plate, Dominic Smith fouled away. Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. Cabrera's there. Throw on to first. In time, 1 away. One down with a runner at second, and that will bring in Jeff McNeil. Here's the first pitch. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? Now at the plate is Keith Hernandez. Runner in scoring position with some run. Set, here it comes. Hit in the air to left field. Gonzalez is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Stepping up is Christian Walker. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in. I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence, he's got great body language on the mound, he's got fastball command, and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Carson Kelly trying to get it going at the plate. It's been tough sledding for him so far this year. High in the air down the right field line. Green waits on it, 2 gone. Next, here is Madison Bumgarner. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. A change up there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
And this guy can hit a little bit too, so you just can't lay one in there 2-0.
And he'll just watch the splitter here, 2-1. Third inning, no score to this point. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning.
Welcome back as the Mets prepare for their third turn batting in this one. And fans, the Metropolitans have been treated to quite a bit of production from this lineup so far this year. They entered the day's contest leading the major league in home runs. And talking with some of the hitters during batting practice, they said home runs are a big part of their game, but it's not something they're going for when they step into the box. They said as long as they're attacking good pitches to hit, their swings will oftentimes do the rest. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Bottom of the third now, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Sean Green. Here's the first pitch to him. Now here's a check swing. Did he go around is the question, and yes he did, says the man in blue. Strike one. And he fouls this one off. A wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Drifting under it now is Finley, and he's got it for out number one.
Batting done.
So with one gone, a reminder that New York Mets baseball continues all season long here on MLB The Show. As you take a look there at where the three of us will be in the week ahead. Next, it'll be John Franco. First offering to first. Scooped up. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Next to the Mets, J.D. Davis. 0-1 here in the early going. Now the first pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Now fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Down. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ketel Marte back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. And he struck him out. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up this speed comparison for the 2 starters. And boy, which of those 2 numbers leap out at you there? How about the 100? My goodness. Nick Ahmed will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pop the mitt and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. So now into the box.
No doubt about that. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen.
Hey, make no mistake about it, this lineup is going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
That grounder caught him. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Next to dig in, Steve Finley. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. skied down the left field line. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. One left for the Diamondbacks. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no. So now here is Albert Almora looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Hit in the air to straightaway center. Marte is right there, one down.
Now batting, shortstop.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
But he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, watch out. This hitter's got one thing on his mind.
Bouncer up the middle. That fields it cleanly. On to first, and Bumgarner's rolling right through him here. 2 away now. So now to the plate, Joe Torre grounded out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Fouled off. Again, another foul ball. Bumgarner has his target. Here it is on 0-2. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Mets go down. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Torey Lovello about the Diamondbacks' offensive production, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. The pitch. Swing and a liner. Now Mora's got it, and there is 1 away.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Eduardo Escobar is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0.
It's no wonder this guy's pitch count is so low. If they keep swinging on the first pitch, he's got a real chance to go deep into this one.
Almora is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Up next for Arizona, Christian Walker. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. In there at the knees, strike 1. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. But a little unlucky there as it's hit right to him in right field. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and he told me that they have to find a way to be more patient at the plate. Over 90% of their at-bats have started with a swing on the first pitch, and given their lack of run production, that approach clearly isn't working. He said adjustment number 1 has to be to allow the at-bats to develop and look for good pitches to hit in deeper counts, where they will hopefully have more of an advantage of those pitches.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. The pitch. Dominic Smith is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Hit hard on the ground towards second. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning.
He had just retired 9 straight batters right there. He hadn't been in a stretch in a long time. Let's see if the offense can break through.
Bumgarner removed to first, and the runner will get back standing. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Yet another check on first, and the fans don't like this at all. And yet another throw over, runner back standing. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. And they'll run him down and tag him out between first and second, a double play. And that brings up the former MVP Keith Hernandez, flew out in his only at-bat so far. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Outside, 2-1. High in the air out to center field. He's under it, and that ends the inning. Mets go down quickly. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. And stepping in, Carson Kelly flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable adjustments at the dish and try and scratch a few runs across.
No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 delivery.
Wow, this guy has been on top of it today, pushing the throttle and pulling it when he needs to.
Still no balls and 2 strikes.
And this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustments. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
Fouled away. The 0-2 once more. It is taken for ball 1.
After multiple pitches will foul off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. It didn't happen.
So try again, 1-2.
Yeah. And off to the races.
Trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him. So we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. Next to stand in is Madison Bumgarner, who went down on strikes in his last at-bat. And a fastball in there for strike 1.
Yeah, they'll play that first pitch strike all day long. They're going to take them
in the bathroom.
They're going to pound that zone and get ahead.
He's right here, so I grabbed the squeeze and I threw it on the floor.
Oh.
It's like a little baby.
Yeah.
Lifted in the air to left center.
You see on the walls?
Yeah.
It was like the ones that we see in the bathroom
as he takes charge for the second out.
That's when I killed.
Yeah.
Just pull it right here.
Digging in, the switch hitter.
Tried to get away from me, but it didn't happen.
Kill all buggies.
So far in this one.
Kill all buggies.
Like I said,
Deals and deals.
you try to crawl away from me because it tried to go under my phone, so I lifted my phone up and I went sneak. And I went like this on the floor.
Oh.
So I killed it.
Where was that?
One in the air out to left.
Where was that?
About
Smith gets
half
under
hour ago.
and makes the catch to end the inning. Diamondbacks down in order. Still no score.
Sitting like haven't seen them in a while. Where it came from?
Yeah.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Sean Green. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Hey, it's tough when your team is being held scoreless on the scoreboard. He was trying to put him on the board with his swing like that one.
And he fouls this one off.
What's the matter with the baby? What's the matter with this baby?
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Well, no, he doesn't use that pitch too much. If he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to
decide to
think
go
about.
to Walmart. Maybe I'll see if they have some cheese bagels.
Yeah, cheese bagel.
Yes. And then I'll go to the freezer
next
department
0-2.
see if I can find some good cream cheese.
One
Yeah.
too high. 1-2.
Hey, Texas
Maybe I can find
waste
some
pitch
perfect
right there.
cream
Does he go
Yeah,
elevated
make a home
fastball
bagel.
again or something slow below the
Make
zone?
your own cheese bagels at home with the Herbert
And
Road.
it's fouled away.
Yeah.
If not, I think they got a chocolate cream cheese.
Do they?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Here's
Well,
another
that tastes
1-2.
like
the chocolate.
A swing and a ball way out of the zone.
blueberries.
One away.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even a
Chocolate look like
zone,
blueberries.
but with the hitter protecting his own strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at. And he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
It's not very often that hitters are able to get some base hits, even though that's an infield run. He'll take that every day of the week.
Are you kidding me? From a defensive standpoint, this is rock bottom. I mean, the pitcher is beating out infield singles. What else is next?
From the belt, kicks and deals. J.D. Davis swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. And there he goes, toward second. And it's quickly 0-2. Franco, base runner at first with one out. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Hold him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around according to the umpires. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Albert Almora is in for the third time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0. That evens it up, 1-1. Here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Don't want to forget about it. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Almora with an even count, 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he can go in right here.
So a full count now.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Now a throw over, back in standing. Bumgarner sets on his way with the 3-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Fouled away.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Another payoff pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Finley will get there, and he puts it away to retire this. That will be Nick Ahmed. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulting
Hell no.
in these late innings. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch.
This time I got better internet.
Got him swinging on the split finger pitch. tap number 1.
In the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters.
That Badella didn't give me no goddamn good internet, so I got baseball. Give me good internet.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Swinging the ball, he yanked down the right field line. And no shot for the green. This is a fair ball heading for the corner.
When it left his bat, I thought it might curve foul, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field line. Well hit, line drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily in the second.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. And he fouls this one off. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
Step out of the box, take a deep breath. After spitting on that changeup, you might have bought yourself a fastball.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. And the runner's flanking for third. Strike taken, the throw. It seems to be safe. Close play, but he's in there.
That's what it's easy to do, to steal third off a catcher that has an elite arm like this. Great fades running there.
Go on to Hernandez for the putout, and the inning is over. Last half of the 7th here, and stepping up is the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. First pitch coming, here it is. They'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. Fouls off. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. Digging in will be Joe Torre. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Now here it comes. Starts him out with a cutter, and it gets him to swing through at 1 strike. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Long run for the right fielder. He makes the running play. 2 down. Stepping in is Dominic Smith. Here's the first pitch to him. Smoke toward the hole. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Yeah, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch. Well, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone,
we'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the... Ready to begin the 8th, and next will be the switch-hitting third baseman, Eduardo Escobar. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Now the Diamondbacks get a left-hander up and working in the bullpen. And it's fouled away. Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out. And the third pitcher's duel doesn't even do justice to what we've had here so far. As you can see on the graphic, 2 dominating performances and 2 shutouts to this point from our 2 starters. Here's the first pitch to him.
You smell like rotten cheese.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Skied into straightaway right, giving chase is Green. He gets there, and that's the second out. Next, it'll be Carson Kelly. Popped into foul ground his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and I think that pop out was just a result of poor pitch selection. Got to see the pitch over the heart of the plate. He chased well out of the zone, and as a result, didn't really put a good swing on that.
And here's a foul ball just off to the right as they get ahead of him here, 0-2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to be any better than he has been so far in this one.
David Peralta will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
A count of 1 ball, 1 strike to David Peralta. And that one means just a foul. A 1-2 pitch. This is skied out to his right. Green waits on it. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around. Chris Devenski is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. And now, Keith Hernandez, 0 for 2 for him to this point. First offering on its way.
The first baseman, Keith.
Now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double.
Well, that will bring a smile to a manager's face every single time. First hitter of the inning just squares it up and bounces it over the fence. Even if it stays in the yard, that's a double either way.
So now to the plate, Sean Green. He'll watch one miss up and away for the ball, 1-0. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now here's a ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Going back is the right fielder. Boom goes the dynamite. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday. We know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
So next to hit is John Franco. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, that when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch. And he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Fouled away.
Okay. What happened to the blue screen?
Yanked hard, but foul to the right. He pulls this one into right. Finley is there, and he has it for the out. Now there's a look at the final line for the Arizona starter. He was great all night long.
Well, this is one of those as a pitcher where you don't get rewarded for pitching well. He threw the ball great in this one. Didn't get much run support. He's in line for the loss, and he deserves a much better fate. He threw the ball pretty well in this one.
J.D. Davis, the next at bat, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Luis Guillorme will get a shot here as a pinch hitter.
Number 13, Luis.
discipline here, 0-2.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here.
Discipline here, 0-2. Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in an entire at bat. What happens? Gets the string pulled on him right here. And no chance to put that ball in play.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. So go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Willie Mays will come on now as the pinch hitter.
Pinch hitting to the bat. Number 24, Willie.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
Ooh, that was ugly. Howdy, if you're waving at me.
And he fouls this one off. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one.
Got to believe the pitcher and catcher understand the fact that he's covering away, and he's covering way away. Don't be shocked if he comes in with something.
And the fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Now the pitch. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
For the guy in the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Drives it out to deep right center field. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of Luis Guillorme. He's going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now. Willie Mays will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center. All set for the start of the inning. And that'll bring up the infielder, Ketel Marte. First pitch coming, here it is.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Diamondback center fielder with a friendly 2-0 count. All over the place to start the night. It's 3-0 now.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Next to hit, Nick Ahmed. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside.
Hey, the guy on the mound is absolutely...
And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. And he will make the play. 2 away now. Well, that was certainly a tough play, and worth taking another look with Showtrack. Seemed to get a pretty good read off the bat, carved out a nice route, and ended up covering over 110 feet to make the play. I'm sure he's happy with himself about that one. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
Count is even, a ball and a strike to Luis Gonzalez. Fouled off. And with about 32,000 in the building, they're on their feet now. It's sharply toward the right side. On comes Green, but this is down for a base hit.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
At the plate now, Steve Finley, and it's fouled away. Could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. Fouled away. Arizona down to its last strike, and he fouls this one off. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Hit hard towards center, and that's in there. Base hit. That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. And they get the force at third, and the ball game is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the ninth. Totally dominant in this one.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. New York came through late, taking the lead in the eighth to secure the victory. John Franco notches his third win of the year, so that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Gershon.
Finally working now?
Yeah.
Friday night baseball now from the Lone Star State and Minute Maid Park in Houston. Tonight, the first of this three-game series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Houston Astros. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business, two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Roy Oswalt, beyond the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, it's not easy to bunch anything together against this guy. In his last three starts, he has a whip of under 1.10, so we may see some hit and run, we may see some bunting, and we may see some running, because if you want to lay around and try to get hits off this guy, that's not the right thing to do. One of the top pitchers in the game right now.
So here is Corey Dickerson. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Fouled off.
First pitch, number 11.
Tried to crush pitched that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Oswalt has pitched north of 2,200 innings in the majors, and through those innings, he's worked to a whip under 1.2. League average is around 1.3, so that's a respectable.
Not oranges, I meant lemons.
I believe they'll say he broke the plane. Yes, he did.
But men can be oranges too.
And fellas, these Astros entering play here tonight. 4-2 over the last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game, they scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
1 out, nobody on. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power led hitting.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And it's fouled away. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Struck him out.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
The 1-1 home. Swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Pitcher's got options here. He looked a little bit out front. Might be able to rush a fastball by him.
And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And now pitch on the way. Struck it out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts. Hyunjin Ryu, a Korean lefty, will be the starter in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, man, we're going to get a chance to look at a good veteran pitcher here. This guy's been around the block a few times, but one of the things he does, he still competes at a high level, and he's never stopped trying to learn how to be a good pitcher.
Now to the plate here is Craig Biggio. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight,
Your son plays for me now.
Time out, but they've still been one of the hotter teams around, winning 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
3-1 to him now. But Tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first.
Hey, that's a good sinker right there. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's got that going, especially early, it's going to be tough to get some runs off that.
And there's one down now. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Dero, what do you got in this lineup in the series opener?
Yeah, Matty, this team has been putting up a lot of runs lately. From top to bottom, just swinging the bat super nice. Pass the baton mentality. Guys not trying to do too much, trusting in the teammates behind them.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Snatched out of midair at first base for round number 2. Striding in for Houston, Jeff Bagwell. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Now here's the pitch.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. Knocked him up. McGuire over to his right, and that ends the inning. 1. The batter will be Alejandro Kirk, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Now a swing and a miss as they started out on a pitch well inside for strike one.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam sandwich.
Bounces to the left side. He's got to hurry. First, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Time for a look at the Strozon D. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1. He'll enter play right at 333. 5 homers, 13 RBI. Semien in an 0-2 hole here.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
They try to come in with a fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. A fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Still 2-2. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. And here's a ball hit in the air. Tucker is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the second out. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Right through it here. He's behind 0-1.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch is just so tempting.
He looked like a caveman swinging the club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Down 0-2, maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
2 out, nobody on. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Way down and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. That'll bring up Yordan Alvarez. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least.
Alvarez.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Hit down the line at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
That is good.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Toronto Blue Jays today. And can we focus on George Springer, one of the more dynamic outfielders in our sport? He will leave his feet. He's got a cannon for an arm, not afraid to dive in and say hi to the fans if the ball's going near there, too. Do not test this guy's arm.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. Springer falls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
That is good.
Next up for the Stros, Carlos Correa. Trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Semien's got it. Throw on to first. A 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. Stepping in for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start for the guy.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. left. Home run number 5 on the year as the Jays get the game's first tally. It's 1-0. George Springer, the next to hit, fouled away. Comes into play here at 273. 6 home runs and a dozen RBIs. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through for a hit.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. Doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-1.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, Nero, being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Edwin Encarnacion to the plate now. One out count, here it is. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Good speed at first and good speed with a guy that's there. It's going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, you got to get rid of it quick.
But this is speared by the first baseman, and he'll take it to the bag for the out, and there's your unassisted double play. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Corey Dickerson struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. Striding in is Reese McGuire. Over 1 for him here in this one. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
With that base-running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
Swung on and missed. 1-1. Now a throw back to first by Oswalt, just keeping him close. Oswalt set now, the pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Alvarez has it, and the inning is over. 1 scores in the inning coming. Up to the plate next will be Jose Altuve. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Fouled off. Here comes Ryu, 0-2. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, there's the great equalizer. Changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. The windup and the 0-1. Astros still have yet to tally their first hit in this one. Hit on the ground out to short. Taken in by Encarnacion. Throw gets him, 2 down. Bases are empty here with 2 away. And up next, the former Angel Martin Maldonado. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a cold strike. It's 0-1. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1. Now the pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Got him swinging, and that's the 3rd out. And we're back in Houston. Welcome back to Minute Maid Park as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. New inning set to get underway, and stepping in will be the very fleet-footed Joe Penn. Here's Oswalt back to work now as he gets ahead of the leadoff man. No balls and a strike.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch strike to.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called, 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards game for him.
Alejandro Kirk will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. Got him to swing out of his shoes on that one, 0-2.
Hey, this guy's so aggressive, I don't think this pitch is anywhere near the zone.
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
On the first, and it's a good start to the inning for Oswalt here as there are 2 gone. So next to bat will be Marcus Semien. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball well outside. Ball 2 as the breaking ball misses inside. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. He's got it. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Craig Biggio digging in now. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've got to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game. There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Chris Biggio is retired leading off the bottom of the 4th. Michael Brantley stands in as he looks at a called strike. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. No runs, no hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Get Wheatley back to the mound. Reined in, and that's the second out. Next up, Jeff Bagwell, 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound. It's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Line hard toward right center. And there's the first hit of the game for Houston. So the base hit here nets him a base runner with 2 away as we check out the league leaders in team batting average here in May. And you can see right there that these guys rank second in the AL in that category. So here's the cleanup hitter, Yordan Alvarez. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Now here's the first offering. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. 1-0 home. Strike called. Now the throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. And it's fouled away. Bagwell at second with 2 down. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Astros lead. And now here is Oscar Hernandez. He'll start things out here against Royals Walt. Now the pitch. Here comes the 0-1. Swinging a ground ball to third. Gonna be a tough play. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The bat, the first baseman.
Next to bat for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Yeah, and he wasn't fooled at all by the changeup last time. Kept his hands back and absolutely destroyed that ball. So I got to think he's not going to see a changeup in this scenario right here.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Swing and a shot toward right center. Around first, digging for 2. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double.
There's a deep fly ball. It doesn't quite get out of the ballpark, but it hits in the right spot as it bounces off that hard warning track and over the wall for a ground rule double. Not sure if he had triple on his mind, but I doubt he'll complain too much about getting to coast into second base.
1 for 1 with a single so far. The 1-0. Into center field, line drive base hit. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9 hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Edwin Encarnacion now. This will chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Just got a piece of that one, perhaps shortening up now will get the ball in play. 1-2, taking off is Springer. Pitch misses low. The throw down. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. He's set. Here's the 2-2.
You know, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
As the pitching coach heads out for the mound, I think this is probably just a facer, giving your guy a chance to catch his breath, pump him up a little bit, let him know that he's got it under control.
First pitch of the AB now. He'll go after a curveball out of the zone to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. When they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
That's a strike. The throw down. It skips in and he's safe. False play, but he's in there. Now the 0-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Bagwell has it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Probably wanted more out of that at bat with runners in scoring position, but at least he does the job and brings 1 home. Maybe the next guy could pick up the runner at third now.
First delivery to him. Reese McGuire is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. Now some action out in the Houston bullpen as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Swing, and he launches this one to deep left field. A ball that's carrying. And he makes a nice catch on the track. Is that it? Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager, and he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed one base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to throw this one.
All right, Heidi, thank you. And that'll bring up Alex Brinkman. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can tell in between innings, the veterans in that dugout going up and down the line, trying to keep this lineup from getting super frustrated. They just have to find a way to piece it together. Maybe pass the baton, get some wheels in motion, maybe get aggressive on the base pass if they can get somebody on.
So it was a strikeout looking there. Alex Brinkman was retired for the first out in the bottom half of the fifth. Fouled away. Correa, sometimes called Shohei. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name. The kids are buying his jerseys.
And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now. Into the box, Jose Altuve. As he takes a cold strike on the black, it's 0-1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And that one caught a little too much, a ball and a strike.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
All even now, 2-2.
Man, he's in control of all his weapons right here. One strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And he fouls this one off. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Dickerson finds some space out there for the catch to retire. Top half of the sixth about to get started, and that'll bring up the former St. John's University standout Joe Panik. He'll get caught chasing a back one there at strike one. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. And this will be fouled away. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Fastball didn't miss by much, yet it's a full countdown, 3-2. Alejandro Kirk is on deck. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. With that, the Jays put their leadoff man on to start the inning.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory. Well, that's obviously the case with this batter. He came into that third at-bat after getting his ticket punched twice and was able to get a single.
Here comes the Astros skipper up out of the Houston dugout, and he's going to make a move, so that'll be all tonight for Roy Oswalt. The lineup lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. To the plate now, Alejandro Kirk. Hit sharply on the ground. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
Boy, after that base knock right there, Devo, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah. And you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's giving that front shoulder tuck, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Stepping in now, Marcus Semien. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Brantley is under it, and that's the first out of the inning. down the stretch. Here's the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. And this is wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. So far this year against Southpaws, Hernandez is exactly a 1-for-3 hitter. That means a .333 batting average.
These are the stats the oppositions look at. Being great with runners in scoring position. He has certainly been that, but he's able to slow the moment down.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now a throw over to first, and he's back in standing. Panic at second, Kirk at first, 1 gone. Takes this the other way to right. Lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow, throw is up the line as it gets away. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Let's try it again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. First pitch of the AB now. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1. Bregman has it. Throw on to first is in time, and the Toronto rally goes for. And now in the box, Kyle Tucker will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell him get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Now a swing as he foul tips it here, and right off his arm behind the plate. That hurts. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled off. Ready with another 0-2. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
He's struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit, right? That good straight changeup. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed in the ball. It just doesn't get there.
Martin Maldonado comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Fastball called for strike 2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Maldonado behind a ball and 2 strikes. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, they pulled the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. So the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, Greg Biggio struck out in his last trip to the plate. Just a tick behind for a strike. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
Hey, he finds himself down 0-2 with the quickness. I know he's a great 2-strike hitter, but this at-bat, he's going to have to find a way to nickel and dime and get this thing back to even.
Dickerson's there. He handles it easily, and the inning is over. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. 7th inning. 7th inning ready to roll, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, George Springer. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage, and he was able to slow him down right there and get him off balance.
And he misses there, 1-2. Breaking ball, and it gets him to chase it in the dirt. Maldonado recovers, but it's not in time, and he'll reach first despite going down on strikes. In the box, Edwin Encarnacion, lifetime versus this pitcher. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Little dribbler up the first baseline. And it's quickly 0-2. Springer appeared here at first with nobody out. And this is hot foul, but perhaps playable behind first. Bagwell is over, and he puts it away for the first down. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Corey Dickerson, 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch so far. And the runner back in standing. Perhaps wisely, another look to first, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Now here's the first offering. Hoping to discourage a steal attempt with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a great way of trying to control the running game. Matt, the problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Bregman is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Stepping in next, Reese McGuire flew out last time up.
Yeah. Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it.
Yeah, hopefully.
This guy's big power. He's feeling pretty good at the pitch. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
2 out with a minute first.
I bag of sugar. I still got change.
Yeah.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Throw over to the bag, and he'll be back in standing up.
Get connected to a server within a time when I get my data phone. Connected to a network or PlayStation network or the server of the service provider.
On game phones.
Now the 2-0. This one's flared out toward left. Here comes the left fielder. A dive, and he brings it in. And on a fantastic... Here's Michael Brantley. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Always a tall task trying to rally back in the late innings, but I think this game can still turn quickly. A leadoff runner on base right here could be huge to get something going.
Yeah, called strike down in the zone, 0-1.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher stuff.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway. And now Jeff Bagwell, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for him.
Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Dickerson going back. Oh, this kicks right off of him.
Find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
First pitch on its way. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
Now that pitch tells me this guy's feeling frisky right now. He's on. He's got everything working.
He took something off of it there. It's 1-2. And a swing and a miss. A big strikeout here. as it'll remain second and third, but with one away now.
Third baseman number 2.
Next up is Alex Bregman. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate. Dickerson has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he's not even going to consider it here as he holds tight at third with 2 away now. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Carlos Correa is in for a third plate appearance as he watches one miss inside. It's 1-0. Simeon's there on the first, and the Astros can't cash in as that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors in 2. Here's Joe Panik. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming, here it is. And this is cut on and missed below the knees, and it's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2.
So it goes back-to-back with the same pitch. We got him to chase it 4 times. He's clearly not picking up that pitch very well.
So he was confident doubling up. Does he triple up on it?
It's always tough to go back-to-back-to-back. It's not a good idea to show a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Next will be the designated hitter, Alejandro Kirk. Last time through was a base hit. Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat, ball 1. High in the air out to center field. Brantley is under it, and that's the second out of the inning. That'll be Marcus Simeon. He flew out in his last debut. Roberto Alomar gets the call as a pinch hitter, and he'll get a chance with 2 out and the bases empty. First pitch of the AB now. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. Oh, got him a swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull the trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
2 out, nobody on. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Now another 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. 1-2. Roberto Alomar will remain in the game at second base after coming on as a pinch hitter in the last half inning. Stepping in once again is Jose Altuve. We'll see what he can do leading off the home 8. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
What a performance so far. Throwing first pitch strikes to 90% of the batters. It's hard to get any better than that.
1-2 now. It just catches the outer half.
A good fastball above the belt is normally a pitch that batters love to take a rip at, but that one froze it.
Still even at 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. And it's fouled away. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get to the bullpen by this time.
Drilled to the left side. And a good throw gets him one gone. Ready now is Kyle Tucker. No hits and 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Wow, fastball up and I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent, beware.
Dickerson is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Digging in next, Martin Maldonado. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Dickerson will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. Set to start the 9th in this one, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Oscar Hernandez. Jonathan Davis will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance as he'll grab a back to pinch hit, leading things off here. Here's the first pitch. The 1-0. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
Here's a fly ball. Well hit. Changing back is Tucker. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Up next, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First pitch of the AB on its way. It's a ground ball out to the shortstop, Correa. Fielded cleanly. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his 3rd hit tonight.
There's a quality infield.
The old Yankees shortstop, Derek Jeter, on that jump throw. Hey, that's why this is the pros. Back in the day, that's a knock all day long. But up here, guys are making those plays, at least making you think about them. That's an amazing play by the shortstop to leave his feet and at least make this close.
Strike swinging, chased a high one there.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
Runner goes for second, fouled away. Here's a look over first, but the runner's back easily.
You're so kitty. You're so
And the pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Guerrero, the runner at second with 1 away. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. So the runner at second, 2 down now, and that'll bring up the power bat of Edwin Encarnacion. And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Now into the box, Corey Dickerson. He got on Joe Carter. They'll start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. Now a throw over, and the runner back easily. Here's the 0-1. Here's a breaking ball outside, and now it's even 1-1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Now a long throw to third, and this will get in there too late. He's in there at third.
Hey, I can't imagine that's the pitch he was looking for right there. But he did his best to keep his nose in there and drive that changeup for a base hit. Joe Smith
takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of it. Number 9. Standing in now, Reese McGuire. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Here it comes, 1-0. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
I understand wanting to be aggressive, but I also understand that you can occasionally be foolish. That's a foolish swing right there. This guy's been struggling to find his zone, and you might have just bailed him out.
Set, and the 2-2 pitch is looked at, and the count moves full.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
And he fouls this one off. Making him sweat out there, the 7th pitch coming up. This one is crushed. Back, and gone! So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year as this lead swells to 7-0.
And ready to roll up there. Let's see if he learns from that mistake.
At the plate now, Joe Penn. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. That evens it up, 1-1. 4 runs here in this half inning. They'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. Fouled off. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. Jonathan Davis stays in the game after pinch hitting, and he'll be patrolling right field. Joe Carter takes over out in left field after entering the game in a pinch hit role last half inning. At the plate now is Craig Biggio. And then what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic. Watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Davis is there, and that is a big first out here to start inning number 9. Now at the plate, Michael Brantley singled last time up. A ball with no strikes. And with 1 out in the 9th, he's just now coming up on his 100th pitch of the ball game.
Yeah, Matty, he's going to finish this one on adrenaline if he's allowed to. We'll see how the manager plays this one. I know guys like Dan Plesac were locked and loaded in this position.
Oh, this is right now a dream if you're out in that bullpen right now. Your starting pitcher gets you into the 9th inning. The guys that do get up in the 9th inning, these are the best relievers, and they're just lurking out there. What a terrific job up to this point.
And he rings up another one, make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game. Now to the plate, Jeff Bagwell. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one. Now, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
Here it is on 3-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jordan Alvarez. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. 0-1 the count. From the belt, the pitch. Good on the ground to third. Hennick is there. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove for the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and